because he was about to drop out of the plane. He was like, "Here, just jump when they say jump." I died. The freaking snow was up to quite literally our knees. We were like falling into the snow. We were making igloos in our off time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was quite nuts.
That reminds me of it snowed a lot when I was in Dakota.
It snow.
But it wasn't super common, right? So the one time that it did snow super hard, it came down on the planes and they were all on their tails, damn near.
What kind of plane?
And so it was a 130.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't moor down the front. So that's why they were all tipped up. So we had to go out, get the de-ice trucks. And then because there was so much slush and ice on the flight line, they had the entire squadron, I kid you not, they gave us all shovels. And we were shoveling snow on the flight line so we could get to the planes. It was the silliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because I'm like, the snow's going to melt.
Yeah. We could just wait, guys. Nah. Emergencies. No. Yeah, that's why I got out of there. I got out of there because of that. How dare you hand me a shovel? A shovel?
I was just having fun with it because I'm like, I don't know what this is going to do. I really don't. But whatever. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to send you a video of, have you seen the video of the dude that was shoveling his sidewalk or whatever? And he lost his footing. When I tell you, it took him 30 seconds to fall, but he never fell. He looked like the like how the cartoon has the and they're like trying to catch themselves. He never dropped the shovel. Never dropped the shovel.
Like, man, like, are you tired yet, bro? You've been doing that for 30 seconds straight.
Like, that's trauma. That's trauma. I know it. I know his back hurt from that. He was trying, but he succeeded. He never fell. And knowing me, I would have gave up 5 seconds in. I would have just let go. I would have collapsed. So gravity won it so bad. You could have it. You could definitely
let him have it. Just let.
Because I'm not about to fight. I'm not about to be in here fighting for my life for 30 seconds just to fall anyway. No. Absolutely not.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm Marvin. This is Aure. We are back. Hey, we're just shooting the shit a little bit before we get started, but yeah.
Hey y'all. What's up? That's
I gotta ask you something, man.
Mm-hmm.
Why you always act so coy whenever we start? You're just all like,
because I'm not even. Hey guys,
I'm just so shy. Look at me, guys. I'm just so.
Welcome to the show. Is that mom?
Just be coy.
Oh
no, just. Just.
Hey guys, welcome.
There
to
you.
the
Okay.
show.
Yeah.
Welcome
I ain't never
back.
saying shit again.
Welcome back to the Nameless Podcast, where you have Herb and you have Aure, the oddest duo you've ever seen in your life. Okay, Slunky and Ding Dong. What's up? Today I wanted to let you know. Sorry, go ahead.
Fuck it, dude. What you got? I forgot. As soon as you started talking, I forgot. I was like,
I'm
whatever.
so sorry. And okay. People have been giving me feedback from the podcast. They're like, "Can you stop interrupting her?" Ditto. Yeah, got it.
They really be saying that?
I'm so sorry. I'll never do it again.
I don't feel like you interrupt me like that, to be honest. But I don't know. Maybe they see something different.
While I'm going through and editing the videos, I'm like, damn, I really cut him off. Fuck.
It's okay.
So please, by all means, go ahead.
Dude, I will never remember what I was going to say.
Okay, so anyways, let me tell you about my ill.
Woo! We got another L from you. Let's go, dude. I thought it was gonna be a submission, but no, this is this one's homegrown.
Look! Did you see the confetti? Who did that? Was that me? Oh shit!
I did that too.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so stupid. Stop it.
I was wondering how to do that. I'm getting sued.
Bro, what's the actual? Because that's bro. There's no way.
I got a call today from my insurance company, and they were like, "Yo, we've been trying to contact you. Have you received any paperwork regarding?" Well, I'm gonna take that as a no. There's a lawsuit opening in your direction, and they've been trying to reach you and subpoena you, but they don't have the correct address. Okay. Can we start from the top, Mr. Insurance Man? Yeah, so I got into a car accident in November of 2022. I wonder if I could talk about this. If I'm being sued, am I legally obligated to not speak about it?
I feel like this is a scam, but I'm gonna let you finish.
I got into an accident in November of 2022. And what happened was, it was late at night, the roads were wet. I hydroplaned into a median and then into another car. The car that I hit had also just finished moments before me hydroplaning into the median, and they spun out, but they didn't have another car to hit, so they were just there. So here we are years later. They are suing me for bodily injuries or whatever they're suing for. Yeah, so they opened a lawsuit. I guess their insurance company was like, "Hey, you coming up on it? Do you want to have any action? Do you want to blah 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 blah?" And they're like, "Yeah, let's open a lawsuit." So they're suing me for whatever got hurt on them from when from when the roads took the wheel. The water took the wheel from my hands and threw me into the median, just like it did to them 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds before it did it to me. So my insurance company was like, "Big dog, we for real just telling you this because the lawsuit has your name on it. We're legally obligated to tell you, but they not about to get nothing out of you. Don't even play with me. We already hired an attorney on your behalf. Don't even,
Okay.
We're just trying to see if you got any paperwork, if they was trying to jump stupid. That's all. That's all we was trying to see. So clearly not. Right. So I was like, oh my God, thanks. But what I'm scared about.
I know you were like, I'm sorry to cut. I just know there was a whole bunch of different emotions going on in your head.
Shivering in my timbers. Shivering in my timbers. Like, they're doing what? Well, actually, I wasn't too bothered. Like, at first, I was like, oh, they're doing what? You're not about to get that out of me. What'd you want? Lint and credit card debt? Take it. Take it and pay it off. What lawsuit? I can't give you 15% of nothing.
Right.
So, but along the way, I was like, dang, that's like adult problems. Like, somebody's suing me.
Like,
what I do? Shit. What I do? That's cute. Thank you. That's flattering. The only thing I'm trying to now figure out is that gonna make my insurance go up? Cause it's been years and I ain't really hear nothing of it. So
if they're protecting you, then
I'll they because if they do have to pay out, they paying out of whatever was already on my not premium, but on my policy. So I was already paying that.
If they win.
If they win, because it really seemed like they was putting their dick on the table. So
yeah, that's nice. That's cool. That's cool, man. I'm glad that they really like they've gotten me out of like a couple of spots. Not like that, but just like whenever I had to pay for something, or if it was like some kind of anything that had to do with the car, anything that had to do with like any belongings I have, I'm good.
Yeah.
Always
Any
good.
kind
So
of
yeah, that's
like
cool.
insurance claims and things like that. Yeah. Yeah. They've
Mm-hmm.
always had my back immediately. Shout out to y'all. Preach. Yeah, that's my L of the day. How's your week been?
Well, I haven't been sued, so it's actually, now that I think
You're,
about it, it's not that. It hasn't been that bad.
yeah.
Hasn't been that bad, man. I today, so we had a mandatory fun day. Mandatory fun day, which you probably don't if you're not in the military. That's when your leadership forces you to have fun. And what I mean by force is you just basically you go to some event, whether it's kickball, which no one does, or bowling, which I guess people do that, but how many times can you go bowling in a month before you want to shoot your head off? Should I say that? I already did.
Nope.
Oh
Here we
well.
are.
So yeah, we had a Mando fun day, and it was actually fun this time, which was crazy. We
Nice.
went on a hike, and a couple of like the dudes from work that I actually fuck with, they came, and so we were just shooting the shit. It was cool. Wasn't too hot today. Um, then after that, went back to base, and guess what we did? We went bowling.
A nice bowl after a hike.
Every time, dude. Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel you on the Mando. Sometimes they be hitting. Sometimes. Who came up with this? If we're gonna mandatorily have fun, can we put a little bit more effort into it? Just a little bit.
No.
The the last Mendo fun. So ours, our Mendo fun is like in house, but whenever we do it, in our squadron, each shop in the squadron is responsible for orchestrating the fun day. So the last one we did, not the last one, but one of the ones that we did previously, it was on my shop, so I came up with the fun idea to create a scavenger hunt from scratch. Okay, so I got all of the art supplies. So I tried to center it around the squadron and like computer nerd information stuff. So like the clues were, you had to figure out what shop does what this clue is alluding to. So it was almost helping people know what each section does, but also, you know, you should know what they do. So they split up in the teams, and each team, whoever got to the end and collected all of the things they had to collect, they would win. What they won, I wish I had them here with me, but I bought these little, for anybody that watches The Office, a Dundee award. It's a cute little random award for doing absolutely nothing. That, and then I bought like little tiny little, they're all candy tins, by the way. It's a tiny little Nintendo DS, old school Nintendo candy tin, and then one of them was like a ramen candy tin. I'll put some pictures up of what they are, but super cute. I think they enjoyed that one. But like all the other ones have been bowling. One of them, they did have an axe throwing cart. That one was cool.
That's
That was
pretty
pretty
fun.
cool.
I will say, when I was in Arkansas, which what else would you do when you're in Arkansas, right? Like you're either shooting guns or you're throwing axes. So we went axe throwing. Yeah, no, I agree. Like the axe throwing, that shit's fun as hell. Yeah.
It was super fun. The fact that somebody on base owns the cart, like it's a trailer with it, so they just take it wherever it's needed. So that's pretty
Oh
lit.
shit,
It's
that's
like a little
smart.
caged in trailer. Super cool. My last base, actually, some awesome man owned a trailer, and it looked like a, how, if I had to put feet on it, I say at least it looked like a 60-foot trailer type of thing. It was a
Why do you have,
big trailer. Huh?
why do you have to put feet on it?
Not feet on it, but had to measure it in feet. Come on. Hey, if I had to put feet on it.
We were not on the same page, bro.
Wow, Herbert.
I'm like, why do
Wow.
you do? Why you have to put
Why would you
feet
do that?
on it, bro?
Unfeet it. Unfeet that. No. So it was like a 60-foot trailer. You ding dong. I wanted you to be kidding so bad. Oh, I did. So
I'm sorry, man. Why did I think that?
I see how you got there. I don't understand how you stayed there.
Who's ever? All right, no, I'm not gonna put it on me. Who says that? I'm gonna. If I had to put feet on it, bro.
If I had to put inches on it, if I had to put centimeters, if I had to put it in feet, if I had to
measure it, I would measure it in feet. Then I would. Oh, okay. She's talking about measurement. She's not talking about just putting her feet on the trailer because she has some kind of weird foot fetish thing where she likes to.
No, you know what? Because I see how you got there. I don't see how you stayed there. Because I said if I had to put feet on it, I'd say it was 60 feet long, a 60-foot trailer.
Right.
And at that
point, I was like, okay, I see why. But before that, I'm just like, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
Anyways, this trailer, this 60-foot trailer.
Bro. Yeah.
He turned it into a gaming trailer. So he had 3 or 4 flat screen televisions in there. He had, I don't know if every TV had the same identical setup, but he had PS5s, Xboxes, Nintendo Switches. He had so much in there, and he had it set up. Each screen, it had the lights behind it. There were no lights inside, so it was dark when you went in. It was air conditioned. The lights was behind it. You had the lights all over the place. Like, when I say there were no lights in it, there was no like top light, but there were the LED lights, the RBG lights, RGB.
Yes,
it was the colored lights. Everything was everywhere.
No, you said
it was so pretty. Oh, okay. He had couches in there too for people to sit on. It was crazy. So you could play 4 different things at the same time. He had Mario Kart, he had Call of Duty, he had all kinds. I think he had Halo on one of them. He had all kinds of stuff in there. And every time we would do a function, like a base wide function, call him up and he bringing that trailer out. Just pay him, of course. Hello. But the fact that somebody owned that, I had never seen anything like that. When we were going there, and it's air conditioned too. And I mean, like, you can probably cool it. You can probably turn it down, turn the air conditioning down or up, make it hotter. This is too cold. It was crazy. It's such a crazy setup. That's a nice Mendo fun. Whenever they bring that out, you know it's about to be a good time.
That's wild, man. Like, I just wonder if did they do that themselves, or they took it to some place to get that done.
I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I feel like he probably did a lot of it, but well, if you don't know, I'm filming this on my phone. He probably did some of it and had some other people help him out, but he seemed like a handy enough guy to where something in there he did himself. If he routed the wires, I don't know, whatever he did, but. And then the outside of the trailer was also decorated, so you knew what it was before you went in there. So it was super cool.
Bro must have really made a lot of money off of that. I could imagine, because he probably goes off base to do like parties, because I know that's a hit with kids, man. Like, you pulling up with that?
Oh my god!
At a birthday party?
Oh my god! Over with. Yeah. I know he put a lot of money into it, and I know he getting his money's worth out of it. That stuff is so cool. I love it. If I was a video game player, man, my mom actually orchestrated. She made sure that I was not a video game player. I wanted to become a gamer. I wanted a Game Boy. And my cousin had a Game Boy. She had a Nintendo DS and all that. And I wanted those. And she was like, no. She didn't want to fuel the habit of having to buy more games, the newest system, and all that. She didn't want to take on that financial responsibility as a parent, so she was like, no. Eventually, I did get a Nintendo DS, and we both played it. She played it more than I did, so that was funny. But after I lost it, I was at an age at that point, I was already kind of past wanting more games. I was just into sports and all kinds of other stuff. But now, did I ever tell you I wanted to start a Twitch, and because I don't know how to play Call of Duty, I wanted to stream, and I know I'm gonna get murdered and called everything but the child of God on there. But I feel like it would be pretty cool to like learn how to play Call of Duty and have people make fun of me while trying to learn how to play. Yeah.
We should do that. We could do duos on Call of Duty because I also suck at that. Which won't go as well with me because I'm like a guy and they'll just be like, wow, so you're just a little pussy. But, you know, they'll be like, oh, wow, look at Aure. Look at Aure doing that. And they'll look at me like, wow, that guy is just a pussy. That's crazy.
Yeah. It'll go. Kyle, he plays a lot. So whenever he's not playing, I can hop on. But, I mean, if you're going to hop on and stream on Twitch, I mean, it'd be dope to make money. I think to get monetized, you got to play like 3-4 times a week. I'm not doing that shit. I play once a week, maybe.
That's a commitment, bro. Yeah.
I'm not doing it. And I am interested in playing it while streaming just enough to get monetized, but not enough I want to do that in my off time. No.
We should play Minecraft.
I don't even know where to start with that. But okay.
I think that's something that you would enjoy more because it can be low key if you want it to be, but it can also be like the worst thing ever if you want that as well. And I think, because I'm really good at that game, I'm going to go ahead and admit it right now. I fucking love Minecraft. That's like one of the few games I can go back and play that. I could play that, Halo, and some other weird game. But yeah, it's either Minecraft or Halo. Those are only two games I play up to this point since I was a kid. So yeah.
I think when I was as the entitled only child that I used to be, my dad bought an Xbox for himself. And me at my young age, I was like, okay, so he's an adult. He bought a game system that kids usually play games on. So that's clearly for me. That's not his. That's mine. That's mine.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Right. So what my wonderful father did end up doing was he bought me some games to play on there so that I could think that it was mine. It was not mine. He was playing 2K on that. That was his game system. When I went over there, I played SpongeBob and Finding Nemo. Mm-hmm. And it's one more game that I would play on there. I don't remember, but it was a kid game of the sort. I think I finally beat
that he got?
Xbox. It was like the first Xbox. Mm. It was that one. So that one was super fun. Those were the only games. And there was so many puzzles around it too. I would play that now, actually. I would love to play that. I like games that are like puzzles where you got to figure stuff out. I started trying to play what's that one? Assassin's Creed, I believe. I started trying to play that one, but the person that had it ended up leaving my life. So did the game. So I never played it again. But I don't know. I do want to play on this game. Yeah, I can always. The game. Oh yeah, I was like, no, the game.
No, yes. yeah, I definitely did not mean that. Yeah.
Yeah. But Kyle is really stingy with his stuff. Like we're still in the stages of like sharing all of our stuff. I think that he would get a little pouty if I was playing on his game, especially during his game time. Oh yeah.
Who paid the bills?
Get off!
Why are you running up the electricity bill in that game?
It's my turn to run up the electricity on that game. What are you doing?
As soon as you get on the game, you always on that damn game. You ain't never doing nothing else but being on that damn game.
No, for
And then as soon as you stop and you doing the podcast again, you always doing that damn podcast. You ain't never doing
you don't
nothing
ever want to
else.
spend time with me. You don't ever spend time with me. Yeah, he's that's his. When Kyle plays the game, he plays the game to like interact with his friends, which I'm sure most people do. So he kind of takes that time seriously. So my friends are on, and I gotta get on to be with my friends. Like, okay.
I kind of want to like touch on the whole sharing things, like when you're a couple.
Yeah.
I think that was like with my ex-wife. I think that was like I don't know that was that difficult for us, to be honest. I think I kind of just was like, yeah, use whatever you need to use, this and that. Because I wanted her to play. Like if she wanted to play, it was so funny to watch her try to attempt to hold a controller even. Like, oh my
Oh, that's
goodness,
me. Oh, wait. Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Yo, people in the comments gonna get you, man.
I'm gonna get my head took off. Please continue with your story, and then you let me know when you have finished.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say it was cute, you know. I like being able to share things that I like to do with my girl. So if she wanted to play, or I was to the point where I'm like, I'll get another Xbox, and we could just do co-op on something, you know. Like I don't care how much you suck. Like that's not even the point of it. It's just fun that you're doing it to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
What what games would she try to play? Like one of the 3 that you named earlier?
So yeah, Halo was one of them. Minecraft was definitely one of them. But so with Minecraft, right? Like, you know, you can build stuff on there, but there's also a story mode to it. So if you want to go like, I guess, slay the dragon or whatever, then you have to go into certain areas in the game where you go in caves and stuff. But it's highly likely that you will die if you aren't good at the game. Like the chances of you dying are just extremely high. And I know in your head you're like, whoa, is this a hardcore game? No, if you know what you're doing to a point. Yes, if you have it's basically like a baby, just leaving a baby out in the desert. Like that's the equivalent of not knowing what to do in Minecraft.
Okay.
And I know it sounds extreme,
and you're the
but
baby?
That's literally
right.
Yeah.
Like so it's like either figure it out or die
in the desert.
Okay.
And I'm just like, press A. And she's all like, I don't know, where is it? And I'm like, well,
it's under your thumb, but you're dead, so don't worry about it.
Now we're dead, yeah, so it doesn't matter. And you were in a cave like 3 miles underground, and I don't know how we're gonna find all the stuff that you just lost. So let's start over.
Oh, what is the premise of Minecraft? Is that the one where you gotta like set bombs?
Mining and crafting, and not even to like. don't feel dumb though. Don't feel dumb like because but that's literally you just build shit and then you go into caves and you explore, and it's just a really low key game. That's why I like it. I like low key games, man. Like I'm not trying to be the best. I'm not trying to be super. Although there are some competitive games that I used to play, but like that shit, I kid you not, it would get my heart rate up. And I was like, this is crazy that I'm stressing over a video game. So I just stopped playing it. And I'm like, no, I'm just playing stuff that's chill. Because what the fuck am I getting stressed over a game for? You know? So
right. You don't play by else.
Right. Like if I play Call of Duty, I'm stressed. Because I know I'm just gonna get sniped all day.
Bro. It's that Call of Duty, I think if you were to watch me I've tried to play Call of Duty like once or twice. And whenever I'm playing, I learned how to handle a controller by playing Mortal Kombat. I am only good at Mortal Kombat because I'm an expert button masher.
Got it.
I don't know what I'm playing. I'm just mashing buttons and it's working out, and I'll eventually start to pick up. Okay, I'll press this 3 times, double X square. And it kicked them. I won. So
and you just kept
whenever I got
over
to
the rest of the time.
Yeah. So whenever I started trying to play Call of Duty, those 1 or 2 times, it don't transfer. Those skills do not transfer. I was that person in the back. I was that person in the back, or if you ever see like the first person fucking player, I'm like looking up at the sky. I can't see nothing. I think Kyle went to the bathroom the other day and he let me, because he was about to drop out of the plane. He was like, "Here, just jump when they say jump." I died on the way out of the plane. I fell into the water. I fell into fire. I fell into somebody's gun. And his cousin was on the other side. On the other side, he was like, "All right, please, please." Okay, so look at the map. And he had to talk to me like I was a child. He was like, "Okay, look up in the left part of your screen. You see the square that got all the colors and the shapes in it? That's us. Bring your shape over to our shape." It's like, "Okay, here I come. I'm coming." Falling off of, I didn't know you could fall. I didn't know you could die from falling off of a building in a video game. Did that a lot. I guess my hood isn't staying on. Did that a lot. It was stressful. I tried to play. Now that I think about it, I've tried to play video games a lot. I tried to play zombies. My anxiety that I don't have a problem with anxiety. I do when I'm playing zombies. Yeah. I do when there's something chasing me, both virtually, literally, physically, and emotionally. Oh, God, it was daylight, and I was screaming, jumping out of the chair. I think I elbowed somebody in their head, trying to get away from the screen. From that zombie.
Should,
man.
That's what we should do. We should play some kind of scary games. Yeah, that would be fun.
It won't last long. You got like 30 seconds of being scared out of me. And I'm done.
Yo, there's some scary ass games out there too, man. Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you. There's so many of them, and they're good.
I don't even like scary movies. Fuck around, a scary game. Now I gotta put myself in a situation. I don't like. Yes, to answer your question. But I can know what's about to happen. She's about to close the mirror, and there's going to be a person right there. I'd be pissed off when it closed the mirror and nobody's there. It's like, okay, cool. My heart rate is just up for fun. But when I know it's about to happen and it happens, terrified. I will scream. So the pop-up scares, I will scream involuntarily. I don't mean it. I'm sorry. In the movies, I will scream in public. If somebody's walking towards the camera too fast, like adamantly, I'll scream. The pop-up scares, the walking too fast, the music in the background, the man, get me out of there. Get me out of here.
There's something I want to show you. I'm gonna send it to you. Some people in the comments, they might know what I'm talking about, but there's this game called Silent Hill PT.
I've seen Silent Hill the movie.
No, so Silent Hill. Yeah, Silent Hill is a video game before it was a movie.
Oh,
the original Silent Hill games are pretty scary, but Silent Hill PT is like a demo almost, and it's so eerie. I'm gonna send you a video for you to watch later with Kyle, so you don't have to do it alone. He probably knows what it is. But dude, I just love games like this because it's so realistic. Like it looks real, and that's what makes it worse. So you can't just have the comfort of being like, oh, it's a video game. Doesn't look like a video game. So no, you're actually going to die.
Oh, good. Exciting. Yeah. That actually makes sense that Silent Hill was a video game. Oh, it's a bluff. That Silent Hill was a video game before. I was watching the movie Silent Hill. The big triangle head dude.
Yeah.
This is an amazing character setup. Where did y'all get this stuff from? If it came from a video game, that makes sense, and then they just made it into, the movie form. That makes a lot of sense. That's actually, if I had to watch a scary movie, it would be that one. Silent Hill's really good.
It's a good movie.
Dare I say, the Triangle Head Man was my favorite.
I don't know that he would be if you played the game, because he constantly followed, like he chases you all the time, and like he'll just come out of nowhere and just chop your head off, just casually, no warning. So you say he's your favorite, but in the game, guarantee that's going to change immediately.
Okay. Way to ruin him for me. He like to play a
But
little
yeah,
hide and
watch
seek.
that video. We can link it too, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that one's pretty good.
Before we start getting into the new music, have you been listening to new music, Herbert? That was your one
Yo,
assignment for the
so
week.
I had this weird thing this week where I didn't listen to shit. Like, there's some times where I get burnt out because I listen to so much music.
Mm-hmm.
So this week I didn't listen to anything. And it's not like I was in the car with nothing on. Like, I'm not psychopathic, right? I was like listening to podcasts and shit. So I just had like podcasts on instead. But no music this week, yeah.
I be listening. I be riding it when I get overwhelmed and just overstimulated. I will ride home with nothing on, absolutely nothing.
Okay,
Roll the
so
windows
you
up
are a psychopath.
a
And
little
that's,
bit,
we knew
a
that.
little bit.
Yeah.
I can also go to the gym without headphones. I'm learning that that's more and more psychopathic.
Not a
The
lot of people
further
do that.
into the century that we go, huh?
Not a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'll go. If I go on a run, if I go on a short run, I can. A longer run, it's not that I can't. I'm gonna get bored, and I'm gonna start
Mm-hmm.
chasing squirrels. I'm gonna start
Right.
looking at everything else.
Yeah.
So no, but which one of those prompts do you want to talk about?
I was like, dude, don't ask me to remember something. What would, what would 6-year-old you be proud of for the you, huh?
Yeah, like if your 6-year-old you got a chance to look at you in your life today, what would they be proud of?
I mean, the 6-year-old me didn't have like a bunch of, I guess, aspirations like I do now. So maybe that. Because when I think 6 years old, I'm like, okay, what would he actually understand now at this point, where he would be proud of it? But I guess maybe just looking at me as like how I carry myself, he'd be like, well, that's me. Like, that's how I look.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm gonna look when I'm older. Or now I know how to dress and all this. Not that he would know like the inner workings of it, but just my aura in itself. I think my 6-year-old me would be able to, just look up. He would be able to look up to me, and that's what he would be proud of. Yeah.
Oh, you almost made me cry. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, that's a really good insight. Like actually being, I fucking came up with the question. I'm gonna make myself cry.
You get
Is that
emotional.
what else? That was such a good answer. That was such a good answer. Go ahead, keep going. What else you got?
um. No, yeah. I mean that's basically it. Like, because there's so much stuff that I think that obviously 6-year-olds don't understand a lot of shit at that
Mm-hmm.
age. So I think that's all I could ask for, to be honest, is that if my 6-year-old self saw me out on the street, that he would be like, wow, that guy is cool, or this and that, whatever, like, positive kind of, thought that he would have, rather than, oh, he's scary, or, oh, because he's a 6-year-old kid. So there's not a lot of range in terms of how he's
Yeah,
going to,
it's either
express
trust or no
himself.
trust.
But exactly. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, oh, yeah, I can trust him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my answer.
I think
What you got?
I would be proud that I finally feel comfortable in myself. I am a, what word do I want to use? I am an effervescent being, and I've been like that my whole life. And I always had trouble. When I say always, I mean like up until, I'd say, a few years ago. Like, it's in my adulthood, I finally got to a point where I accepted myself for myself. So me as a kid, especially at 6 years old, always trying to find that group of friends that I could mend in well with. Like, there were some, of course, it was like, oh, hey, blah, blah, we're all weird, but then we were always moving and blah blah blah. Well, not we, but like then we got switched to different classes or something happened where your close friends just aren't always near anymore. So I felt like I was always a floater, but when I got to high school, I feel like I started to really come into myself and started like, okay, look, hey, bro, I'm weird, and you got to get on a train or not. But into my adulthood, now I'm like, I'm weird, and I actually would love to profit off of that, not just monetarily, but profit
Like
spiritually,
socially,
socially,
yeah.
in every manner. I would love to profit off of my being, because I know there's other people out there that appreciate me for who I am and what I do have to offer in my truest form. So I think young me would definitely be like, I love how she's weird and she knows it and she loves it.
So, do you feel like you would pacify that part of you up until this point, or
Do I feel like I
like you were
have a habit
pacifying
of doing
like
that?
that part of you, like if it like, and you just recently
There's
were like, okay, cool, let me be more
there's
open
only so
about
much
it.
you can pacify your true self, but
Yeah.
I think that I would try to mold the weird into something that I deemed acceptable for the crowd that I was around, instead of
Mm.
just being myself and accepting the crowd that I fit in already without having to mold
Mm.
myself, if that makes sense. So trying
Yeah.
to find like, oh, I want to go be friends with them, but then not that I didn't fit in, but I tried to mold myself to fit in to a space where I didn't need to mold myself. Now the whole interaction is weird, and now, like, you can tell when somebody's not being themselves or they're doing too much.
Yeah.
I was the person that was doing too much or not being myself, or just
Yeah.
just not giving people the chance to like me. So sometimes I feel like I would pacify myself, and then even in times where I'm like, cool, yeah, I can act normal, but then I start acting like myself and people are like, okay, no, no, okay, cool,
Really?
I'll just grab my bag. Yeah, some people, I have I feel like I fit into the description of doing too much by other people. Like, if someone were to say I'm doing too much, like, I can see it. I can see it. I might be doing too much for you and for the
Yeah.
energy level that you would like to accept. I can see that. But I mean, if I am doing too much, what they said, go get less.
Yeah. I guess maybe you were just like around the right people whenever, we would hang out, like when we had like our crew back in the UK, because
Hmm.
I never felt that way.
Yeah,
Whenever,
because you're weird.
I would like to think that you were being your authentic self around me.
Oh, 100%. I'm
Yeah.
very authentic around you. The person that you see, the very weird, the ski mask person that came on this episode beforehand, that's
Yeah.
that is me. I think I in UK I had a hard time fitting in with Kyle's friends,
Same.
because I had a hard time fitting in with
Yeah.
his friends, not because of them, but because of me. I put myself in a position where I thought that they were going to judge me and that they weren't going to like me and stuff, when his friends are weird too. Not
Mm.
of course everybody's their own different kind of weird, but they also, because I was dating Kyle at the time, like, they had to deal with me anyways, but just getting to know each other, when I stopped getting in my own way, everybody loved everybody. Um they are definitely people that I would call my family. His family is my family, as far as his friends go. But whatever weird interactions did happen between me and them, I 100% blame it on me, because I had my own thoughts of what they were thinking of me. I'm putting thoughts into their, like how you say when you put words into somebody else's mouth. I feel like I was making shit up about what they thought about me, and that was not at all what it was.
Right.
So, but I appreciate that they accepted me as who I am when I did start to show my true colors and who I really was. And then when I met you at that time, I was myself off rip with you. I think I saw you interacting with, what's her name?
Herb,
AJ?
yeah.
AJ. I saw you
AJ
interacting
is...
with her. Yeah. When I met her,
she is different, man. But yeah, go ahead.
She is very different. When I met her, I was like, okay, that's definitely my kind of different. We're gonna get along great. I saw you and her interacting, and y'all were being, cool. You were your usual mellow but silly self, and I saw you. I was like, he's weird, and I think we're gonna be friends, but I'm gonna play it cool. Hey, yeah. I think you responded, hi. And went on about your day. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be fucking friends. Yeah. We're gonna be friends.
What did it?
That's what did it. Some of my best friends, that's how we met. My friend Vicky, love her to death. She is a cat of a person. She is, you either love her or you hate her. And that is it. There's no, oh, she's okay. There is none of that. I love that woman. I'm usually really, really cool with people that are really reserved, and not reserved because they're shy, reserved because they're going to tell you how it is. They're maybe a little bit bitchy, but they have big hearts. They're just not sugarcoating anything. So when I met her, I walked into the building and I saw her. She had like these pigtails in uniform, didn't give a fuck, had pigtails, sat down at the table, and at that time I was a golden retriever. Like, hi. And she looked at me, hi, and kept on about her business. Like, yeah, we're gonna be friends. Lo and behold, we both got deployed together, and ended up being roommates. She can't get rid of me now. Love her to death.
That was basically like set in stone at that point. If y'all are roommates on deployment, yeah.
Oh yeah. I felt like it was coming, but yeah, to rewind backwards, yeah, I feel like I am now my truest self, and I feel so much more comfortable in every space that I walk into because I'm just being myself. I'm not putting on a face for anybody. And now if I do feel the need to, if I feel that urge to like, oh, maybe I should, like, I feel like I'm not fitting in like butter here, I just won't be in that situation. Like, all right, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm cool on y'all. I'm sure y'all are cool people, but the vibe right now, I'm not slipping in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I wanted to speak about like the comfortability thing, like being comfortable in my own skin, because I had that issue a lot when I was around Kyle's friends. Like when I met you, you introduced me to Kyle's friends. Like that's how I met all of them. And I think I've always had this issue where like I try to fit into Black crowds because I just don't act like your stereotypical Black guy or whatever that means, right? So I would just feel like I'm out of place. So sometimes I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta act this way so they accept me, but it always felt forced and very uncomfortable to me. So I think that I still have that problem, but now I'm like, all right, like it's either, yeah, like you said, they're gonna accept me or they're not. Like if I'm not, gonna fit in that kind of atmosphere, then I guess that it wasn't meant to be, right? But I feel like I've always had some kind of friction. Well, and it started in high school, right? Where, yeah, I was a weird Black kid, and none of the Black people wanted to hang out with me because I was just too weird for them, right? Like I just didn't act like a stereotypical Black guy. So I think that just continued through my adulthood with me not knowing that I was masking how I really am because I just had this preconceived notion that they're not going to accept me because they didn't accept me back then, right? So I think I limit myself in some spaces because of that, and I really want to work on that and just stop doing it because it's like it's either it is or it isn't, right?
I don't. Not that I'm not trying to offend anybody or not that I'm trying to censor myself. I just don't want to say it because I don't want to put other people in a box. But the people that like to get ratchet, the people that like to turn up, that usually like to be in a little bit of drama every now and then, or that like to, pop pussy off of tuna sandwiches, some kind of stuff like that just like to have that type of time, like the difference between Future and Tyler the Creator. Two different kind of people, two different kind of vibes, two different kind of groups of people, right? I usually fit in with the Tyler the Creator kind of people.
Yeah.
Same. Whereas like the Future, usually that's the crowd that would dub me as doing too much. So then I kind of stereotyped that whole group as, I just don't fit in with anybody over there, even though I've met a lot of great people. I have met people that are from like, and not slums as in poverty. I mean, like, you used to do what?
Yeah.
And you're here now? I have met people like that over the course of my whole adulthood that I love them down and they love me down. And they stand on what they like to do. I stand on what I like to do. And we accept each other. And those kind of people surprise me every time. It's like, I know there's more people out there like that are more in the Future type of crowd that, like, you wouldn't think that we get along. But I love this person. And they love me back. We just respectfully do whatever we like to do. And meeting those type of people makes me feel more comfortable in dropping the stereotype and making me feel more comfortable with talking to many different kinds of people. So like, I want to get the chance to get to know you as a person, not just the trends or the music or the attitude that you are today. I want to know you as a person, from each and every genre, not just from the creators or the Futures. If that was a clear enough analogy.
No, that made that way clearer because that's definitely like I think the situation that I find myself in, where even within, because even like when it comes to certain types of music, like the types of music that I listen to definitely defines my personality a lot and the types of people that I'm generally going to get along with. And that's not to say that I'm not gonna listen to the same types of music that like maybe one type of crowd will listen to, because I have a diverse music taste. But those types of people, if they hear like the other things I listen to, they'll be like, oh, okay, you that type of dude, and but yeah, it's just a matter of me just not really caring and accepting that I'm gonna find my people wherever I'm supposed to find them, and if it don't work out because I guess I'm doing too much, then that's cool, So
yeah.
I think, and to add on to that, I think sometimes a certain type of image is projected onto me because of how I carry myself, so they expect me to act a certain kind of way. That happens a lot, but then they get to know me and they're like, oh, okay, he does have more of a personality. It's like this and that. I didn't expect that, so I'm like a little bit turned off now, and so that can like kind of, I feel like, be like a block for me too, because I'm like, I'm not about to put on any kind of front because I'm not trying to impress you, but also, why are you assuming that I'm a certain type of way just based off like a picture or this and that, or because I'm not super expressive right off the bat type shit, So.
Oh, yeah. That made a good point. Oh, I was gonna say something so bad, or I had something to say. Yes. I forgot it. This is usually why I just blurt it out because I know I'm gonna forget it. Really? Oh yes, I have it. Yes. The whenever I used to vet people that were about to come in my life, whether it was dating or finding a friend or coworker or whatever, my number one question, and still to this day, what kind of music do you listen to? That tells me 90% of what I need to know about you.
Yeah.
Right then and
Yeah.
there. Because that kind of lets me know how open-minded or not that you are. It's like, oh, if I ask somebody, hey, what kind of music do you like? I listen to rap. I listen to hip hop. That's it. Okay. We can connect on some things, But how open minded, have you ever heard of this? Then I'll like try to send them a song that's hip hop, but like got a little bit of other influence on it, see how they feel about it, like how far they go. And they'll let me, it's like, nah, I like, something that's deeper into the genre. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm seeing. Whereas if I meet people, they're like, oh yeah, no, I like Flume, I like ASAP, I like Big Crit, I like what's with Bill Marie, I like, and they can go across the board. I like Chopped and Screwed, I like JT, I like all kinds of, I'm like, oh my god, I love you. We're gonna be friends. Yes. Like, it's
That's
just
the best
right
feeling,
then and there.
man.
Oh my god. And I start love bombing people like that. Like with songs, I start bombing them. Like, here, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this, and then do it back. It's like, I will take all the songs you got. I love music, and I love people that love music too. Mostly because you can really get a feel for the kind of person that they are with the type of music that they engulf themselves in. Absolutely love it.
Speaking of music, man, what you got for this week?
What
I
a
actually
great
do have
transition.
something, but I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna pull up the songs that I was listening to.
So, I have a couple mentions along with some like hypes. So a mention I have, so Vultures 2 came out. That's Kanye's. So he had Vultures 1 come out earlier this year. I'm sure it was earlier this year.
All right.
So Vultures 2 dropped last week, maybe, if not this week. And I think Doechii just dropped. If she didn't drop a whole album, she for sure dropped a fire ass song called Nissan Altima. Doechii, I'll get on why I like her so much. But Doechii dropped Nissan Altima, fire song. Do you know who Doechii is? Have you listened to her before?
No, so I'm very excited to listen to her.
I think that Doechii is one of the weird ones. She's like Doja, how Doja is one of the weird ones.
Man, she's weird, but so fine. Anyway,
Doechii is the same kind of weird, different flavor, same tub, same freezer, different flavor, but
yeah, I was like,
weird.
what does that mean? But okay, I'm following.
Weird, a different weird. But when I tell you expressive, these expressive artists have me by my throat. Doja, Doechii, who else is weird? FKA Twigs. I've married her 3 times in my head already. I love these women, or these creatures. These creators, or even, who was that one weird and I say weird in a not derogatory term, guys, okay? We're taking weird back. The Hobson. You remember him? Hobson, he was a black dude, rapper. He would wear like some like luminescent contacts in his YouTube videos. Hobson, I think.
Let me pull him up, because maybe I've heard some of his songs before. But go ahead.
Hobson, and who else is one of the strange ones that pops up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Of course, like Childish Gambino. Like, not only do I love their art, I love how comfortable they are expressing themselves. Like, what I think I love them so much for that, because that's what I wanted to always be comfortable with myself like that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So But Doechii, oh my god, when I tell you, bitch got bars. Oh my god, she. I'm gonna send you some of her music, and some of her stuff is like, I need new speakers now. The bass is crazy, crazy.
Definitely
But her
add that to
newest
the
one,
list. Cool.
yeah, her newest one is called Nissan Altima, and also Logic dropped a new album. I think his is called Teleport. I think it's called Teleport.
Okay.
His is pretty good too. It sounds like Logic. If you like Logic, it sounds like Logic type music. He didn't really stray too far from his sound, but it's still good. I still appreciate his music.
Cool. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. So for me, there is, and I'm gonna make it quick because I don't know how much left I have on my battery, but I'm not sure if you've heard of the DJ artist called Fred Again.
I would have to listen to their set to see if I've heard them.
So he does like electronic stuff. Man, I'm on 5%. Okay, yeah, he does electronic stuff. He does a lot of different collaborations with Skrillex, if that kind of gives you an idea of where he's at musically. But every now and then he does these family sets, like family and friends sets. So he'll just pick a random place to just have like a kickback, and he just plays for all his friends. It's such a vibe every time I watch one of these videos. It's so heartwarming, and he just enjoys what he does so much. So it's kind of like a video. I'll send you the video so you can link it. But he's playing like a 2-hour set with his friends. It's all new music, and he performs live as well. And it's so good, man. It's so good, dude.
Is it the Apartment Life?
No.
The okay, no, it's different. Oh, I love that kind of stuff. Love the DJ. If I could be a DJ, I would be a DJ. Do I have the time to be a DJ? No, I don't. But what was his name again?
Fred Again.
Fred Again. Fred Again?
Yes. I'm linking it to you. But man, that's the kind of stuff where I either want to be the DJ that's playing for all my friends or have a friend like that. Like, hey, bro, come through. It's just going to be, you know, the close friends, like the friend circle, and it's just going to be a vibe. I just play whatever. Like, there's something about the inner circle stuff where everyone kind of knows each other and it's just a good time. I love that kind of shit. And that's what I get from him, just as a person as a whole. So, because he just likes sharing good energy, and not to sound like all like, whoa, energy, but like he's just kind of on that time where he just wants to be around his people and play for his people. So yeah, y'all definitely check that out. You can either have that on in the background, or just watch the video, because the video in itself is really cinematic too.
Soulection? You put me on. Fucking Soulection. Yeah, man. That is some real deal background music. Love that. And Soulection is like the name of the whole like brand. Production, the brand, and they just have a whole bunch of different DJs.
Yep. Them. Let's save, because I actually have a story about that, but let's save that for next time, because I'm probably gonna die any moment. So
okay,
wrap it up now.
Y'all, that's the end of this episode. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
What the hell's, where'd you get this goddamn voice from there?
Get on out there and give me that goddamn.
Alright, shit. The lip coming up too. See ya.
The fucking balloon.